importance of retrieving these artifacts and preventing the more or less the reoccurrence of Shar entering into Celestia. But the fact that you were able to accomplish such a feat, traveling not only all the way from Akrith, crossing through the seas, and encountering many dangers upon your way, the feat of being able to not only withstand the might and will of a goddess of Shar's quality, you feel resilient just staring at it, with almost little to no fear to it, but knowing how much destruction just one artifact could cause upon the realm.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's not a lot.
there's definitely like there's a gentle calmness to not only just staring at it, but just like being in good company for once in your life. And even just looking back to Nim, who's probably just conked out at this point, your situation has definitely become different in comparison to where you were potentially a year ago, many years ago, whenever you had your change and your pact with Queen Titania. But this is probably the most calming you've probably have felt in quite some time.
Then if anything, she's gonna take that rare moment and just kind of sit there and let it, like, envelop her. Because it's an uncomfortable feeling because she's never had it before.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's making herself sit in the uncomfortableness and relish in it for a moment and get used to it.
And you even look down to your sigil to Mistopheles, and you remember part of it had become erased during your journey. And you kind of reflect on the other possibilities in your future. Okay. I'm gonna roll a D3. Oh? Oh, how appropriate. Nerdy.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself and your character, and please keep it at least 2 minutes or less.
That's really hard to do.
No,
Talk real fast.
I believe in you.
It's very hard to do. So, my character is Nemessa, or Nim Torin. She is a rock gnome artificial that grew up in a middle-class gnome family in the capital city of a different continent. And with her being the youngest of 7 children, she kind of took up tinkering as a way to make money for the family and to occupy herself. With her next youngest sibling still being 50 years older than her, she didn't really have anyone her age, so she kind of made her own friends. And through all of that, she really wanted to become part of the Rimspark Assembly, which is like the best of the best tinkering guilds. And she was able to do so with the help of this magical key, the skeleton key that she found. She was scrapping one day when she found the key. She was like, man, I really wish I could just open the portal to the arcane. I wish it was just easy for me. And next thing she knew, there was a doorway in front of her to the arcane. She went to go inside to reach for that power because, you know, power is enticing. And she ended up burning her hands black from it. But she was able to show the Rimspark Assembly this creation, and they basically tasked her with discovering its powers and its limits, and if you could teach others, and all that kind of stuff. So that's how she got into the guild. And she has a pet mechanical bird named Penny.
Thank you for the no cursing redeem and the water.
Named Penny, who is completely mechanical, completely her own creation. Yeah. I'm trying to cut out all the fluff, and it's really hard. Anyways.
You're fine. You're fine. But yeah, as you stir awake, Penny will flutter down to you and not necessarily like poke you awake, but will like just try to get you out of bed.
Nudge me
Gives you
awake.
no time. Yep.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning, my beautiful. Let's get you all cleaned up today. And I start like oiling her mechanical feathers and stuff. Make sure she's good to go.
Yeah, you do that, but you also notice that Callista is awake, just resting in front of the fireplace with the Veiled Discord.
So I know better than to sneak up on her, so I'm going to go like a long arc
Smart.
to her.
Smart.
Longest route around.
Right. So I want to like arc around towards her. But I'm just gonna move myself directly there.
Gonna like completely arc.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
Yeah, Callista, you'll hear the familiar like gyrations of whirling a Penny fluttering in your direction.
I probably heard Penny talk.
Yeah, you would have heard, but yeah, you would have heard footsteps approaching, which you would know where Nim was resting is probably her footsteps.
Callista, are you okay? Are you still good-ish? Are you still here? I hope so.
Well, everyone is still alive in this room, so that is a good sign.
Good.
How are you?
I had the best sleep I've had in probably 3 months now.
You mean the jungle sleep wasn't what did it for you? I'm confused.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, Nim, as you're talking, Callista, you do see the Veiled Discord just propped up on top of the fireplace. I mean, even just taking a look at it, you just get the sight of it, despite its craftsmanship and just how elegant the artifact looks, you just can't help but feel just icky on the inside just looking at it.
Do you think it's safe?
I find it quite calming, actually. Quite empowering.
Why?
Well, for one, it's in the right hands. We didn't let it get with that group of people who were trying to get it.
I guess, but like, it's caused so much pain and suffering that I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared of it.
There's not much difference between me and that veil.
I feel like there is.
It's
I
caused a
feel
lot
like
of...
I felt like you chose to leave that life, that situation where we ended up taking it. I don't think it had a choice.
I was given the choice between dying on the forest ground by the people I called family or be better. Is that really a choice?
Both technically is. I'm pretty sure many who have gone through suffering and everything like you have would have chose to just die. Would have chose to just end it.
I was too selfish to die. Too scared of death. I probably would have been better dead.
Oh, I'm glad you're not. Because you're my friend.
Thank you, small person.
Oh god, the tears right now. Alright. I'm gonna roll a D2.
Just flip a coin.
That's what
Essentially, is what it
D2
is.
is. Alright.
Who's the critical failure?
Ouch.
Warrior.
That makes sense.
Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, Horde.
Hello.
What happened to you?
Really?
Sorry, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so, hi. I'm Torn. I grew up in a small town, more or less, in the edge of civilization. When, after a while, there was actually a traveling circus, and I got fascinated with this particular event that they had, a bunch of gladiators. Learned that fighting was entirely up my alley. Got super excited about it and decided to actually get into it. So much so that I actually left my home to join the band and actually learn all the skills that I had. Traveled for quite a long time, learn a good chunk about the world, and after a serious mishap, and then some encouragement from a mentor that actually helped me get through not only that event, but actually learn how to fight and actually perform at the same time. Decided that it would be better for me to strike out on my own and find out not only what I wanted to do, but who I really was. And thus I came into an inn with a bunch of other misfits and embarked on this current journey.
All right. Doran, you like to sleep in quite a bit.
Especially after the last fight.
You slept in particularly harder today. But you wake in and you see Callista and Nim in conversation in front of the fireplace.
Okay. Warren is actually going to sit up and actually just sit cross-legged for a minute. He's kind of in deep thought. He had not really a troubling dream, but something that's given him some food for thought.
What would the dream have been?
It
Is provoking this thought.
So he was actually back in the back with the gladiators, and every time he went up to perform and was actually about to get into a fight, he noticed all of his weapons would break. He realized that it wasn't really like the weapons themselves, it was something that he was doing that was actually causing them to not work or to actually deteriorate. And in his head, he's thinking, I'm gonna have to get something better. I'm gonna have to get stronger.
Good deal. But you ponder on that thought, and Callista and Nim, you would eventually notice Torrin is awake, but cross-legged, deep in thought.
I'm gonna let him stay deep in thought, because Callista knows that Torrin's not exactly her biggest fan right now. Like with how the whole veil situation ended with before they left. So she's not poking the bear, per se. She's just letting him be in his own mind.
You'll see Penny kind of just like fly up to where the veil's at and just perches up there with it.
Penny, don't touch it, but you can stay there. I want Nim to be like...
Can Penny touch it, though?
You could.
I'm really, really scared of losing Penny again, okay, guys?
Oh, that's fair. PTSD, got it.
A lot of PTSD from last time. So I want Nim to be like that little 5-year-old kid that's like, yeah, you're here, and like run into his bed.
She's gonna run, jump into his lap.
No.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So like our kids when they wake you up.
Yeah, you just see Nim run up to you about the cannonball into your bed.
So he's not going to really notice that until she actually lands, and that's actually going to make him jump. And he's going to smack his head on the wall.
I mean, the ceiling is about roughly like 10 feet, but yeah, you get pretty close to it for sure.
Oh, no. So not like that. He like lurches backwards and like smacks his head on the wall. Like, oh jeez.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. But good
Well,
morning.
Good
Right
morning.
around that- right around that time.
If that doesn't wake up Thrall.
Tiny, introduce yourself and your character again.
Hello, I'm Tiny. I'm playing Enthrall, who is a turtle, who's also a druid, who's currently traveling around, or was currently traveling around, for he was kind of looking for adventures, companions. It was pretty much what his master had instructed him to do, was to go out and see the world a little more. So that was what he did, and ended up running into these three. And yeah, he really loves beasts and other magical creatures, and he's loves studying them, whether they're alive or not. But
Yeah.
he's
So you're having a pleasant dream. Dream recalling most of your adventures so far. You know, eating the spicy pear.
yes, it was tasty.
Reuniting with your
Spicy.
master.
Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like
all of your,
waffles. Can't wait to get enough waffles.
comrades. But you hear a thud, and you awaken, and you see Torin kind of battered against the wall, and Nim being Nim.
Oh, hey Nim, did your key explode again?
No, not this time, but good morning. I kind of
morning.
scared Torin.
Good job.
I feel like that doesn't happen often.
I don't think so. I was just trying to say good morning, and I was excited to see him.
Oh, okay. Good morning. Just like pops his head back on the pillow.
But yeah, you guys are awake now. Is there anything in particular you want to do? Alfrey Rockrin is going to be returning at some point today, but I just want to see if there's anything you want to do, or if there's any pressing questions you wish to address.
I do.
What you got?
The box.
Well, yes, there's that. But I also want to refill an empty flask since I used it the one time with a new experimental elixir.
Yeah, you can do that. I think that only takes what, an hour to do. Does it just
It's
refill
just
after
it just says at the end of a long rest. I can do it.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, you can do that.
Thanks for that elixir, by the way.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
do that.
That was
Yep.
interesting.
Yep, you can do that.
And then yeah, I would like to work on the box if possible, but if not right now, I understand.
Probably won't at this point, but we will get
Okay.
to that at some point. Anybody else want to do anything? If not, we will move on to
Can
the
we
next scene.
just marvel at the fact that we woke up not in perilous danger and needing to like suddenly be aware of our surroundings? Like, well, I'm immediately more suspicious than I was in the jungle.
I mean, this is your base.
I'm suspicious.
Why? It's like
Take Callista's background.
what? Do you want me to start turning all these chairs into mimics now? All right.
No.
Why don't you break out the stat? Why don't you break out the stat blocks? All right, I'm kidding.
No, I'm good.
This was a comfy mimic. I slept very well.
I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure Nim could use that mimic glue pretty well.
True. All right.
I'm good.
But yeah, after some time, the staff at the Calming Tide would have brought breakfast to you guys, and you would have ate and done all that. But after you kind of finish whatever routines you have and any other business, you do hear a knock at the door.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hey, put some clothes on.
All right. All right, but here.
okay.
And,
You wake up the children, you're dead.
And this is who you see step in. A very familiar figure. Yeah. You do see though, Alfrey is escorted by these two elven guards with him, and he'll say, "Oh, good morning, Thrall." And good morning.
Good morning.
To the rest, and good morning to the rest of you. Did you all?
Hi, Alfred.
Hello, Nim. Did you all sleep well?
Ugh.
Yeah, it's up very
Yeah.
well. Beds are very comfortable.
That is good to hear.
Better than I did in the jungle. Mostly.
Yes. Yes. Actually curious to hear more details about your journey. So please take a seat, and he'll gesture you all to sit down. The guards will kind of just be sentryed outside the door here, but they're not really looking in or anything. They're just standing outside, just as guards. And Alfred will just walk slowly over, scoot a seat in, and he'll speak to you all. Well, it is very fortuitous that all of you had returned safely. Though, it seems like you had experienced quite a bit, as I expected, but quite curious to know what happened during your journey. I know you have returned the Veiled Discord, as we discussed. Was there any other concerns or issues on your way?
There are a few with the world. Like, I mean, there's the wilderness that's just completely dead. But I'm sure you already know of the druids and the
The wilderness dead. What do you mean?
well, I mean, there's no life there. Like we encounter this
Oh,
the Hovering Hold.
You're talking about the Whispering Wastelands.
Yeah. And then we encountered some kind of star from a different plane that was taking over a lake.
So you're talking about the Malachite Comet.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yes. Wyron has many theories where that came from, but the eldritch nature of that comet and, well, that's for another tale. But it would seem that is the least of your concerns. What else did you see out there?
Well, right before we actually left and got here, there was a dark elf that actually had stopped us, or attempted to stop us.
As I suspected. And what did this dark elf look like?
He's just gonna give him a quick description of what she looked like, and as well as
Yeah,
the approach the other guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the token to actually give you like the details, but yeah, you had a fair amount of time seeing her and got a description of her. And he'll say, it's just as I feared. The dust call is moving at an alarming rate. I'm assuming she was not alone.
No,
Oh no.
there was several other dark elves with her.
Not. And I might have messed up.
He looks a little puzzled, looking your direction.
What do you mean?
How so?
So I might have given them my name.
I see. Unfortunately,
I'm really sorry. I thought they was friendly.
He'll put his hand up. He's like, no, that is okay. They'll eventually find out one way or another. And in fact, I myself ran into some trouble at the Ansophical and Athenium while you were out on your journey. It would seem assassins had came for my life when I was doing my research out there. But thankfully, we were able to rout them and put them under arrest.
I think. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think even though we have the veil, it's important that at some point we get protection over to the sanctum and work on doing what we can to restore it, because there are things in there that should not be destroyed.
Yeah.
Alfrey will ponder for a moment. The sanctum has been abandoned for some time. And the Master Zendias has been deceased for, well, quite a few ages now. I'm not sure what we gain in restoring a monastery with little to no gain for us.
No offense, but you're wrong.
Alfrey will not necessarily have like a very like a what the fuck look on his face, but he'll like just get a look to you and he's like, and what makes you say that?
We had to kill Zendias to get the veil.
And it wasn't abandoned. He still had some supporters there that was devoted to him. Also, we're pretty sure there's a legendary item thing planted there that should not be ignored.
The Sun Tree.
Yes.
That is what needs the protection the most.
Yes.
Believe me, I'm not much for nature. However, something like that has enough significance to everyone.
Okay. So, who would like to be the one that makes the persuasion check here?
Oh, let me check my character sheet.
Let's go with whoever has highest charisma bonus.
Should
Oh,
be
that's-
Callista.
That's probably me.
Depending on this roll, you might shift some pretty big history into Celestia's direction here.
I have a +3 on persuasion.
Persuasion. I have a +3 as well.
Okay, well, doesn't really matter.
I'll tell you what. Since Callista and Nim, and I know Torin was kind of part of it, but since these two were kind of leading the charge here, I'll say Callista and Nim make persuasion checks for me.
Gosh,
Oh,
first
that's
roll.
Let's go!
Oh,
Wait. Luck point number 1.
Oh.
Okay, go for it.
nat one.
Oh.
Pretty good. Pretty
I
good.
think it should be
Not
with
one,
advantage, so it should really be a 22. Just saying.
Gosh.
No.
We're doing it together.
Doesn't matter.
Alright. Pretty decent rolls. Alfrey will pause for a moment, kind of looking at everybody else at the table. I guess it is important to gather as much information about the past of Celestia, especially well before the angels. And the Sun Tree has been revered by certain scholars, and I know our lore master would actually be interested in maybe taking a journey out there, though it cannot guarantee the speed in potentially researching the sanctum and potentially restoring it to its former glory. I will definitely take this up with the Iridesh Coronet and the Tigurius Circle. And if there is, in fact, what you say, the Sun Tree there, it would be exceptional to potentially research more about it.
That sun tree saved our lives, so
It did. As well as our friend who unfortunately passed.
I have no doubts. And we will definitely consider making a journey out there in the future. But please tell me more about the veil and what happened with the Dust's Call.
When I touched the veil, I talked to Shar.
You see Alfrey
Just all the information bombs.
go slightly pale. I can see that comedy is not necessary at this table, but somehow believe in Mission. Never expected Shar to have some sort of connection exactly with the artifacts, since, well, she was not the one that made the artifacts. It was her cult. But it's concerning that you have made contact with the goddess.
She was.
But she.
And now that she knows what we're doing, it wouldn't surprise me if the Dust Call increased their pace in finding the rest of the artifacts.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't quite think that we are going to succeed. But, you know, she's kind of wrong, so it's okay.
Definitely have a lot of confidence in yourself, and it's definitely what we need. Though, I will say, I would not take the rest of this journey lightly, because this is just the beginning. And
Was any of this taken lightly?
it was not, but I had my concerns at first. It's a lot to pursue artifacts belonging to a goddess that tried to take over our continent. But I'm glad to see that I made the right choice in hiring you on this endeavor. But now, I must unfortunately burden you with something else. I have concern and... Sorry, Tony, if you're going to say something, you can speak up. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna continue with that, but
Well, if you got something to say, feel free to.
Oh, I was just gonna say, there was one other thing. So there were some tieflings from Aljamir and some human royalty from Aljamir that had come out, that had also gone for the for the veil.
Yes, the Ash Syndicate. So I heard. I actually ended up finding more information about who they are and what they're setting out to accomplish. They wish to cause a rebellion out in Aljamir. They wish to break the shackles with the devils in the Nine Hells.
Oh wow.
But them wanting the Veiled Discord, a artifact belonging to Shar, who has no connections to Bator, makes me wonder why they wanted it in the first place. Potentially a tool of war, but I'm not certain.
One of them was the son of Asmodeus, or a member of the cult of Asmodeus. He had a sigil.
I see. So it would seem you had found more of your kind on the way out there.
He was human, too.
Yes, unfortunately, the humans are known to be tempted by the devils, and them to have offspring belonging to the rest of the Devil Lords, especially Asmodeus, is not uncommon. But I'm very surprised that there's a human that's still alive, because usually any offspring or brood to Asmodeus has little to no chance of living for long. So I'm very surprised that somebody is still out there.
Me too.
But I unfortunately have another burden I must place onto you. The only reason I do this is because I have concerns in keeping the artifact here in Aquareth. I need you all to keep possession of the Veiled Discord during your journey.
Oh.
Might I suggest Callista not take it?
Did I not prove myself already?
Oh, you did. I'm just concerned because I'm your friend, and our talk earlier has me scared.
Here's the other problem.
I mean, I understand that you want it moving, but if we're going for we're going to try getting the other parts, we're just we're just a large target on our back. Apart from the veil being dangerous itself, it seems unwise to keep for any of the pieces to come in contact with one another. Say we do actually get the second piece, to have two pieces in our possession at any one time, even close to each other, seems very dangerous.
Or with these groups looking for us, we just give them twice the chance to get another artifact.
Your concerns are valid, and honestly, I wish I wasn't asking you this favor. But the concern I have is with the assassination attempts that occurred at the library and trying to keep the civility of Aquareth and not to cause unrest. Having the Veiled Discord housed here just puts even more of a target on our kingdom. And I do realize that we're risking a lot in having you become couriers for this I will make sure it is worth your while. In fact, I'm willing to increase your pay if you do take this.
Despite the money, I am going to have to agree with Alfred. A moving target is much harder to hit. We knew where this was and we were able to obtain it. Same thing is happening for the next artifact and the next artifact. If it's moving with us, on the other hand, it'll be harder to get a hold of.
I think that's why it's important to keep it with me, because when we get into fights, I can blink and move it into different dimensions.
If you
That sounds worse.
Yeah.
In my bag! Gosh.
Problem?
I was about to suggest if you had some sort of dimensional storage. If not, that could be something I can reach.
I have a bag of holding.
That would suffice. And honestly, that would probably be the best place to put it. And since we're discussing pay, I think it is important to keep my end of the deal. And you'll see Alfred snap his fingers, and one of the guards will come over and bring big old bags.
I'm getting money!
To the table.
We
Yep.
get money, guys. Oh my gosh.
Yep, you guys.
We get paid for something.
Yep, and I still have the price that was written down. You all get 2,000 gold for bringing back the Veil Discord.
Ooh.
Wait, is that 2,000 each or 2,000 as a group?
2,000 each.
Yeah, you might.
It's payday. Yeah, but you guys get 2,000 gold.
Thank you.
The guard will bow to Alfred, and Alfred will growl and go back to his guard post. Now then, I believe it's time to discuss the retrieval of the second artifact, the Blade of Negation. As I had mentioned, we toiled research at the library, and we had to go as far to go into the forbidden section of it to find a ciphered text on its possibility, because we did not find, honestly, any history or research on the second artifact. But we did find one text, and it was that of a fable. I had discovered this fable, though, is, well, not really a tale that has been told for quite some time, but are you all familiar of the hero known as Mintayon?
Are we?
Oh,
I was gonna say,
Horn
hey,
like,
are we-
What do you wanna know?
Because the rest of you can make history checks.
Oh, dang it.
Right. I doubt it, but I mean, who knows?
Oh!
Nope, I don't think so.
I'm at 20.
Very little.
Even with the 16 nim, you would not know who Mintayon is.
Oh.
Jim?
But Torin,
Okay.
you know,
It's Torin's
for
time to shine.
you know for certain who Mentayon is. Mentayon is the hero that you have read up on and who you aspired to be one day.
Oh.
But you know very little of where he is or even if he's still alive.
He's gonna interrupt Alfred. He says, "Are we going to look for him?"
Not necessarily look for him, but trace his last whereabouts.
Fangirling inside.
Close enough.
And Tyon was a hero of great renown in Celestia. He has journeyed through all three of our continents, and much of his tales has been retold through many different kingdoms, cities, and other bard tales that you probably have heard on the road. But his origins can be traced back to the glistening tundra. There are 3 tribes out in the glistening tundra: the Wolfheart, the Frostburnt, and the Death's Wind. It is unknown if Mentayon came from either of these tribes, but it was last said his whereabouts is that he was traveling back to the glistening tundra after the 100 Days of Dark. But when he returned home, brutal conflict was unleashed. No victory on either side. It is said that Mentayon carried with him a blade of blackened steel. Similar descriptions to that of the Blade of Negation, one of the heirlooms of Eternal Black. Is there something you wish to say, Torn?
Yes, actually, I'm incredibly excited. I need to go find this guy. I have to actually find out if he's actually alive. And he just starts like verbal diarrhea, like nobody's seen him do this.
He's like holding this in like calm conversation.
Oh yeah, no. We hit the subject very, very close to Torin. So now he's just like nerdgasming right now.
Yeah, Alfrey is almost taken off guard with how not necessarily like excited you are, but like, you know, just like how passionate you are about Mentayon. Well, I do not wish to bring down the prospect of potentially meeting a hero of great renown. I am uncertain if he is still alive or not, but the tribes of the Glistening Tundra might know more, and well, that is where your journey will take you next. Now, the one thing I will say about the Blade of Negation, though the Veiled Discord is terrible in comparison to the rest of the artifacts, the Blade of Negation is one that I am not as familiar with, nor the rest of the researchers of the heirlooms of the Eternal Black. The one thing I know is the blade, well, the blade itself is to be feared, even wielded by the hands of an amateur. And the one thing I was able to glean details on about the blade is that it has the ability to negate any form of magic or even any form of divinity. But that is all I know.
Well, then it's no fun.
I'm aware.
Oh,
But
for the blade, we don't know its physical description at all. Like, are we looking for something the size of a dagger or a greatsword?
The blade could be a great sword. It could be a long sword. All I know about the blade, in terms of its description, is that the steel is as black as night. That's all I know.
That's actually a good question. Right? Is it actually even going to be a blade that we're looking? Is it an actual? But it is. We're certain it's an actual sword of some sort. It's not going to be like, I don't know, some kind of like long metal bar that's called a blade.
It is indeed a weapon, but unfortunately I am uncertain if it is an actual weapon or if it's something much more than that. It could be possible that you could research a little bit more about it during your journey, but the one thing I know is that the tribes of the Glistening Tundra will know more. Now, in terms of your journey, I am again commissioning Thassa's Chosen to be your boat charter, but they will not be here for another week. And for the sake of ensuring that you are rested and prepared, you're more than welcome to take in the sights of Aquareth and do as you need. I will say, though, there could be some other things you could assist with the rest of the citizens of Aquareth. And honestly, it would be great to get your name out if you could. Considering that, well, you're a guest to this kingdom at this point.
I have a random question about people who are helping charter us. Did they mention anything about having kids with them aboard?
Alfrey is like, not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Really a question I had posed to them when I communicated with
Fair.
them.
Just something I'm curious how it played out. Okay.
Is there a reason?
Oh no, no reason. Nope.
Torin found out he is a dad. And
You're a dad?
Make a deception check.
oh gosh.
Oh, there's no need. Torin's gonna be like, you're gonna shut your mouth.
Yeah, he doesn't believe you.
No.
Right.
If anything, that one, pointing to Calista, said, what, 4 kids onto the ship?
3 or 4.
4.
To help out. Help out. I was curious. If you know nothing, it's all good. It's all good.
Right. Either way. Thassa's Chosens will be here for within a week, so please use your time wisely. And of course, if you have any questions, just ask one of the guards around town and you can work back to me.
I do have a question for once we actually, well, before we leave, are you going to get us another scroll to get back here quickly to shake off
I too wondered about that.
pursuers, because that saved us last time?
Yeah, I did.
Alfrey kind of has a sullen look on his face. He's like, well, I would, but fortunately it would seem that the teleportation scroll was something I was not supposed to give you starting out at the beginning. It was actually something I actually had to take from, unfortunately, from the Queen's Vault.
Is there a way we can buy what? Oh,
She'll mind.
is there a way to buy one or maybe get into this vault?
Unfortunately, there is not. The teleportation scrolls are very scarce, and honestly, they're only used for emergencies.
Oh well.
Well, it's still used for emergencies.
I
so
think
never-
this is an emergency, but okay.
Do not worry though. I had told Thassa's Chosen to wait for you until you returned with the blade.
Oh.
That
They will be setting course with you and awaiting for your return.
So they're going to chart with us both ways.
Oh.
Correct.
Boats. Yay. Water. Yay.
So at this point, I want to like half climb the table because I'm short and like lean over Calista.
Okay, go
But-
ahead.
We're gonna tie you to the boat. It'll be okay this time.
And if it sinks, I am now tied to it and drowned. No, thank you.
You have a
I will
knife.
save you.
No, thank you.
Well,
But
if
I
you don't,
will
I'm pretty sure there's a
save you.
particular person that might pull you out of that. Drives the boat.
Yeah, you have Robin. It's fine.
So, anyways,
There's just a very subtle smile on Alfred's face.
oh my gosh.
Well, there's one
Pretty sure
thing-
she wouldn't have any problem.
Well, there is definitely one thing I can say with confidence. But seeing your cohesion with the rest of your group is promising.
I mean, we only try to kill each other on a semi-weekly basis.
I see. Either way, I will depart for today, but please feel free to contact me before your journey. But please meet me at Salt Rim Pier within a week in the morning.
Do you want us to travel the town with the veil or keep it here for now?
I would say keep it here for now.
Okay,
Just
thank
make,
heavens.
just make sure you keep the place locked up for the time being. He'll slide a key to you.
One thing.
I'll take that.
I was gonna take that short stuff.
I'm a keeper of keys, duh.
Yeah, you tell everyone about your keys.
Only the one, because it's really cool and really freaking awesome, okay? Okay. Also, it's kind of hard to hide that one when it's about half my height, okay? Okay.
All right. Does anybody have any questions for Alfred before he departs?
For Alfred.
I do.
I do.
I-
So go ahead.
Oh, Antonio, you can go first.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We want to hear this.
I heard through the grapevine that the leader of the Rimspark Assembly is in town.
He is, and he's actually at the Chrome Concord as we speak.
Okay, thank you for telling me where to avoid. Thanks, bye.
He'll nod. Throw, what do you got?
That's not subtle at all.
I've got a weird question.
Oh no.
Yes.
Coming from you.
Are there so? I mean, a zoo or so? Are there any like? Do any pets like? Does anybody have like any like really big pets like beasts around in town?
Oh no.
Any nobles that wouldn't mind me visiting them, or just zoos? I just want to see a bunch. I'm curious if there's anything like that around here.
Alfred just gazes at you for a moment, just pondering your question. Well, we do not have a zoo. I mean, there are pets,
Life is a zoo.
dogs, cats, and
Oh no, I'm talking about like big old beasts, like maybe
Lions and tigers and bears. Well,
dinosaurs, bears,
dude,
Owlbears?
maybe.
dinosaurs?
Oh well, yes, an owlbear would be cool.
is unfortunately an owlbear would never set foot in Aquareth.
True.
I knew I did
Is
love this
there,
place.
is there any particular reason you wish to see these animals?
Well, it's actually for so as a druid I can shift into different beasts, and it actually I'm feeling I'm about to be able to grow into larger ones at the moment, and I would increase my our survivability to be able to see some of the larger beasts,
Introduce
so that
him
I
to
can
something
actually-
other than a spider.
so that I can shift into them.
About that end, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you have to observe a living animal, or is it possible you could actually study a biology book?
I don't know. I haven't seen that many that I've been able to. The ones I've observed so far have been living, but I don't know that they need to be alive. Are there any That's a good question.
I can answer that for you. You actually have to observe a living creature.
Okay, so it actually has to be alive, so even
Yeah.
a taxidermied
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you have to actually observe,
Okay.
mannerisms of the beast and whatever they
Cool.
are. Alfred will respond to your inquiry though. I wish I could help with that, but you're honestly better off finding more of those animals outside of Aquareth. Though I'll see what I can discover on my end, but I cannot make any promises.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
Not for Alfred.
Alright. Alfred will stand up and bow to y'all. I truly appreciate what you've done. And as I had mentioned before, you will be compensated when you do retrieve the blade negation, but since you are housing the Veil of Discord now in your possession, I'll ensure you're compensated further on that, so do not worry, we'll take care of you.
We get hazard pay, guys.
Yay!
Yeah, no, it actually is hazard pay. It's what it's giving you. Alright, but you'll see Alfred walk out, and the guards will escort him out. Okay! So, you have your target, you have your objective, you got a week.
I'm going shopping.
You got some downtime. So, I'll kind of explain what's going to happen here, and probably the next... This is just a rough estimate, I don't have an exact. But within the next 3 or 4 sessions, you guys will have a little bit of downtime. But there might be a few side quests within the city. Either way, I'm kind of going to leave this a little bit more open-ended, everybody. There is shops, there's RP opportunities, there's a lot of other things you can do within the city. Unfortunately, I can't really guarantee if there is... You can just do anything you want in the city. I'm just not that well ahead prepared for you guys. But
As a tiefling, I never can.
There's definitely stuff to do, and I can definitely do stuff, off the cuff and improvise. So don't feel like you can't do everything here, but just know I'm not gonna have everything prepared for what you want to do. So, but there is some set events that I will have planned for you guys in the next couple sessions before you actually leave Aquareth. Either way, if you guys want to shop or do some fun little RP bits here and there, this is a good opportunity to do it. But if anybody has any questions though, before we continue, and then I'll explain what you guys get to do next.
Before we go into the town, sorry, I'm trying to plug something in and it was not working. Before we go into the town, I want to go up to the Vale with my bag of holding and kind of look at Penny and be like, "You put that in there for me?"
I let Penny.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see Penny, hang on, I gotta switch back over to the map. You see Penny just grab it by the, I guess the silky parts of it and just flies over. Plops it down right in front of you.
I was hoping she put it in my bag, in the bag of holding.
Drop it
Yeah.
into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, dropped it in there, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna close it up and put it under my bed.
Alright. It's in your inventory. I need you to keep in mind you have the Veil of Discord.
I'm adding it right now.
Okay.
We're gonna end up losing this thing.
So,
Okay.
watching Torn watching them do that, he's actually gonna say, I would also like to make a suggestion. If we're going to carry this around, even though it's in a bag of holding, just to keep everybody else on their toes, we should try to find more. At the very least, switch who has the bag.
I like the idea of everyone having a bag of holding if we can manage it.
Well, I can make it so a regular bag becomes a bag of holding with an infusion.
Yeah, but how many times can you do that?
I could do that once, but that's at least some kind of trickery to do.
You can only do it once.
Yeah, I can only do it once.
Let's see what we can find in the shops.
Is it possible that you could just make something that looks really close to it?
No, because I would literally be taking a bag and turning it into a bag of holding.
Okay.
That
I guess
actually
my next
sounds like a
question is-
really good idea, having, because what all does it have to be that he makes into a bag of holding? Because if it doesn't look like a bag, and the only thing that we ever keep in there is the veil, then we might be able to hide that we're even carrying it. So if our bag of holding gets stolen, that could be hidden. If, say, it looks like
Well,
a hat.
the next question is if we can't make more bags of holding, and we can't find one, then how about we take this current bag and we simply make some non-magical replicas? So at the very least,
So-
visually, they look all the same.
So what I got is replicate magic item. Using this infusion, you replicate a particular magic item. You can learn this infusion multiple times. Each time you do so, choose a magic item that you can make with it, picking from the replicatable items tables. The table's title tells you the level you must be in the class to choose the item. Alternatively, you can choose a magic item from the common magic items in the game, not including potions or scrolls. In the table, an item's entry tells you whether it needs attunement. That's all it says. So it doesn't say that it has to be a bag to turn into a bag.
It'd just be a regular, like backpack, because everybody gets backpack as part of their
Yeah.
adventuring gear starting out, so it can just be a regular backpack.
So no. So what I was saying was intentionally make it look like something that's not a bag, and the only thing that's in it is the veil. So it's
So
hidden
take-
amongst the stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
yeah, we could do that.
right. So
Take the current bag
like
of
a
holding
sewed
and
up
just
shirt or
disguise
something
something
like
else.
that. Like just something that just looks weird and like, well, that's like so it looks like trash pretty much that we're carrying, but it's actually got the veil in it.
Don't destroy my bag.
That's a smart idea. I like that. We could do that.
We don't
Okay.
have to settle on that idea, but yeah, that's an
Yeah.
option.
For now, it's good
Oh.
until we can find more bags.
Let's shop around. Let's leave it under the bed for now in the locked room and shop around and see what we can find and come up with ideas. So we have a week.
With that being said, Torn is actually going to go grab a Malachite shard, and he is going to go and see if he can't find a smith.
I want to see a smith too. That's one of my stops.
All right, so since we're all talking about shopping, give me 1 sec.
We are ready, DM. What's
It's a
the
long overdue shopping episode.
what's the general consensus of tieflings in this town?
Honestly, you're gonna have to find out.
Oh,
Juju
cool.
Devil.
Tieflings, so tieflings are akin to devils, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're aboard by the entirety of the continent. But let's just say there is a uniqueness to the tieflings, and because of their checkered past with the devils and how they came to be, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
It's not to say you're going to be persecuted beyond belief or just
Right.
prejudice, but there's definitely going to be some eyes on you for sure.
Okay.
Dragonborns are kind of in the same realms too, because Dragonborns have also a very muddled history in Celestia as well, especially after the dragons had disappeared. So you guys are just a colorful bunch in this town anyway. But
That's fair.
hey, here's the map.
Woo! It's
Yay!
pretty.
Yeah, not the best map, but
It's pretty.
It's something.
it's something.
I like it.
It's all right.
I like the
Alright,
colors.
So, Seriously, Gary, you need to quit giving
One thing
yourself
I'd like
that.
to ask from the keeper of the Calling Tide, I want to ask him about if there's which shops are. Well, first I'd ask about which shops are reputable, so we don't actually end up running into.
You want to talk to Vilgus, don't you?
Oh, we're going to hear from Vilgus again?
Oh boy, here he comes. All right, hold on. I'll do it on this map.
Oh,
I love Vilgus.
Tiny's
Vilgus-
bringing out his favorite characters.
I love Vilgus. Yeah, so you would meet him down in the bar, area you guys first met. Vilgus is, well, let's just say he likes to drink on the job. But he sees you come down, he's like, hey, I remember you. All of you. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Where'd you guys go? Where'd you guys go?
A
Here,
lot
there,
of
and
places.
I did too. Anyway, yeah. You guys enjoying your stay here?
Yeah, the beds are very comfy.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
What do you need? You need a drink or something?
Not at the moment. Actually, I was.
You look like you could use a drink.
I don't know. I've never really got drunk.
He just tosses a tankard in your direction. On the house.
Oh, thank you. I'll drink it.
It's
well,
a
asking my
it's
questions.
a very hearty ale. It's thick. It's very thick.
I
That's
was
what she said.
curious about reputable sources in town for buying magical items. What blacksmith you would recommend, and libraries, because I need to research some stuff before we head out again. So I'm curious about all of those.
What?
And I need a ring.
Blacksmiths. Oh, you're being serious.
Yeah, this beer is good, by the way. And
Oh,
it's
thanks.
rough.
You want another one?
Sure.
It's gonna cost you.
Okay, I'll pay the gold.
I'm just kidding. Here you go. He slides it too.
Great business deal.
Well, blacksmith. Well, we kind of do have a blacksmith, but he's, well, kind of difficult to deal with. But he's the best enchanter out of the entirety of Celestia, I'd probably say. The spell counter is probably your best bet. I will warn you though, old Gale-Deer is, well, you better have the money. That's all I gotta say. Hey, wait a minute. I remember you. Hey there, darling.
He's not speaking to me anymore.
What's it, Calista?
Hi.
What are you doing here again?
Came back to see you.
Oh, you asked for this. I ain't helping you. Jordan walks away.
Shot straight through the heart. That's what I like to see.
You give love a bad name.
Vilgus dies from. I'm kidding.
Dies from 20d4.
Anyways.
You
hang out with these misfits too?
I am
Hey,
indeed.
I'm not a misfit.
Yes, you are.
Oh, you're a cute one though.
Oh, thank you.
Watch it. Don't you start that with her. No.
What? He's being friendly.
A little too friendly.
People this drunk are not just friendly, my friend.
Yeah, anyways, yeah. Spell counter is probably the best place to look. Terms of libraries, that's gonna be a little difficult. There is the Aether Observatory, but you gotta have some VIP memberships to get in there. You gotta be pretty high up in the food chain to get access to there.
What about a guild membership?
Depends on the guild.
The Remspark Assembly? The best guild there is?
You think a bunch of mechanics would be able to get into there? That's adorable.
Okay, I guess I'll just ask all three then.
Good luck with that. He can't even get in there sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
It's a complicated story between him and the Tigurius Circle.
Ooh.
It goes
I definitely need to go over there
goes
then.
way back. And I mean, elves are old. They hold grudges.
Now listen, I'm sure someone as well known and well liked as you knows how we can get in there.
I see a little brown on your nose there. You're just saying that.
No, I mean it.
Tell you what. Stop by, have a drink with me. Maybe
Okay.
we'll do that.
Sure.
You raising
Don't
an
let
eyebrow?
Robin find out.
All right.
You a shameless flirt.
All right. Yeah. So Vilgus goes back and drinks on the job. All right, gang. What questions do you have for me? I know this has quite a bit.
I do have one more question.
What you got?
Do I need to roll to see if I'm inebriated at all?
You've had two.
Yeah.
You're feeling good. I would say if you have one more, you definitely need one.
Okay. I'm not planning on drinking anymore.
Okay. Yeah, you've had two. Two's like right there. Though the
A little
ale
more
was
happy than normal.
Though the ale. Actually, you know what? Let's have fun. Let's have fun with this. What ale did he give you?
Yes, because a -3 total is what we need drunk.
Oh no. Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw. He gave you the strongest shit.
Alrighty.
He gave you like a port ale, and that's like high alcohol content. Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Alright, and that's...
Oh!
Whoa!
Dude, like alcohol's nothing to you. Nothing. You're hardy. Alright. You're good. Feeling good though. Feeling good though.
Why would you pass that?
Right?
I mean, the DC was 15, so either way.
Still.
All right. The floor is open, gang. What do you want to do? I know you guys are eager to go to the smith / enchanter. That would be the spell counter. Nim, I do see your shopping list here.
Yes.
So you want a
That way,
breastplate, a
that way I don't
ring.
forget it.
All right. So the empty vials, you can definitely and oh, by the way, I don't do this as a DM just because it honestly I think it just takes it wastes time and also it just ends up being kind of a time sink. You guys don't have to ask around necessarily around town and roll checks to find out where things are. I mean, you
Yeah,
definitely
that's
will
annoying.
find it eventually. But the empty vials you'll find at Profession Vials. Shocker.
That would be
Whoa.
another bar.
Yeah.
That'd be a good name for a bar.
No.
Right?
I mean, there are small bits and like there's small bars and taverns, but the Clementine is like the premium
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
inn / tavern. It's like it's a premium. Scrap metal you'll definitely find at the Chrome Concord.
Oh no, I was hoping to avoid there. Okay.
Yeah, Chrome Concord. But yeah, the smith is the spell counter. Refreshing vials is the alchemy shop. So the Aether Observatory is so there's a bit of a complication with the Aether Observatory. You guys may have to do a little bit more research on that. But the Aether Observatory is more or less this is the upper echelon of the greatest mages or sorcerers in Useth. And the Tigurius Circle, which is essentially the best way I can describe it, is like the Mages Guild. Very few people can get in there unless they have some pretty close connections to certain people. And unfortunately, because you guys are not residents of Useth or Aquareth, getting in there is going to be very difficult, but you can definitely try.
That's what my date's for, guys. That's the research.
Uh-huh.
Hey, there you go. But Yeah, that's what the Aether Observatory is. It's a library slash a lot of the premium or well-known spellcasters, wizards, sorcerers come from. Santa Square is essentially just like a catch-all. Everybody can just hang out there to meet people or, you know, rendezvous. It's like a I don't want to say a date spot, but it's basically if you guys need to meet somewhere, Santa Square is 100% there. Chrome Concord is the Artificer Guild, which I had alluded to Nim. The Sapphire Citadel is where the Iridesh Coronet is located, and the Queen of Useth, Brayley Iridesh. You guys 100% cannot get in there unless you are like escorted by the Iridesh Coronet, like 100%. The Salt Rim Pier is where the boats are at. Pretty self-explanatory. The Memorial of the Lost, we will talk more about that later because there is going to be a special event for that down the road. Could happen. It could.
Oh, so I was gonna go there, so.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, that's where Calista was gonna go.
Yeah. No, I do have something planned if people want to go early.
Okay.
100%. If you do want to go there, just let me know when so I can prepare that. But it sounds like a lot of people want to go to Smith. It sounds like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got like 4 places to go, but yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. And like I said, the next couple sessions is let you guys stretch your legs out and do what you need to do. So, yeah, like I said, there will be events planned for you guys, but I just want to make sure you guys have the opportunity to do stuff. All right, so we know Nim and Torrent are going to Spell Counter, so I'm just gonna move you guys over there so I know you're going there. What about the rest of the group here? Was Callista and Thrall?
I was legit gonna go to the Memorial of the Lost right away.
Okay.
Get it out of the way.
We'll save you for last.
Okay. That works, I can get a snack.
And Thrall, what do you wish to do?
So I need to talk to Callista some, so I'm actually gonna go with her to the Memorial of the Lost.
Nice. All right, man. I didn't think people would be eager to go to the Memorial of the Lost. All right. Interesting. I like it. All right. We're going to go to Spell Counter first. Let me go ahead and prepare that. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Ooh, I'm excited. I get to show my shops.
Yay! Before we do, I'm going to grab me a refresher drink because I'm almost out. Okay?
Let's go. Let's actually go ahead and take a break because I think this is a pretty good time to use restrooms and all that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yo, I want to hit the button.
Okay, God, you don't even know what button to hit.
Let's all be on the same page. I know everybody's eager to go do stuff, but let's do a quick break because we're kind of close. Well, we're not close to halfway done today, but either way.
Still.
But yeah, let's go ahead and take a break real quick, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
5 minutes or 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes is good.
Okay, be back, guys.
BRB.
Good job.
Never had a date. Never had a date.
Does she want to go on my
Totally
date?
understand that. I honestly, I kind of want to make her asexual in a way, but I haven't like fully committed to that, just in case.
That's fair.
But like, yeah.
I mean,
I actually made a asexual character actually pretty recently in the campaign I'm playing in as a player.
Nice.
But I don't know how to roleplay it as well. That's the weird thing.
Are we ready to go back in?
I'm back in.
It's waffle back. Everybody got all their snackies.
I
not
got
mature enough for this conversation.
I got crackers and salami and cheese.
I got sour cream and onion pretzel twist.
All right.
Yum.
Let's play some musica. Play some
Yes.
Magic.
I think this.
Oh.
I think this.
Like it.
Happy music. Because I played this at I played this at a pinball court. I remember. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you two. Add some directions around. Spell counter. It's Aquanet is a pretty big kingdom, but you managed to get there. You do come to a pretty well, I'll have to explain Elvish architecture. It is pretty extravagant. But you get to a building that's pretty well made. It definitely screams Enchanter, 100%. But you're outside the door, and yeah, you're at the spell counter.
Wait. Are we at?
You're right here.
I thought we was going to the Smith.
This is where the Smith is.
This is.
Oh, okay.
You are there.
Forget me. Forget me. Okay.
You're about to find out. All right. All right, but you guys are outside.
Apparently, I fucked around.
I am going in.
You're going in. All right.
Done.
Well, as you walk in, you
It's pretty.
you
Can I
come
have
to.
Penny?
Oh yeah, if you want to bring Penny, yeah, I want to go get her. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? There's Penny. There she is. Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. As you guys walk in, you do come into a not necessarily an argument that's happening, but there's definitely well, there's definitely something going on.
Oh, goody.
What do you guys come to? What do you mean you can't sell it to me? Already told you, lad. If you don't have the money, just get out of here. I mean, really, I need this. It's life or death. I already told you. You don't have the money. Get out, or I call the guards.
I do remember this guy.
What do you want?
What are you trying to get a hold of?
None of your business. He just walks off.
Stop.
He doesn't stop.
Okay, fine then. I guess I won't help you find your sister.
Yeah, he turns and looks to you. Now he's like, oh, it's you.
Hi again.
What is this?
So this is Penny. She's a mechanical owl. But I wouldn't get too close because I don't want her to peck you.
That person.
Ooh!
Whatever. He just walks out.
Good luck finding her.
He does stop for a moment and kind of looks back to you. Make an insight check.
Oh shit.
You do see there's a bit of desperation in his eyes as he turns back. He definitely seems like he is troubled, greatly. And whatever was happening in the shop definitely seems like he's trying to get something for sure. But, yeah, he definitely looks like he is in need of help. But, he is about to leave.
If you want to talk about it, I'm in town all week. Bye.
Your social skills are impeccable.
leaves.
Hey, I'm not a thrall, okay?
Bunch of freeloaders in this town. Oh, hey,
Hello.
you must be new. Here, I'll blow up this this guy's art so you can see it.
Yeah,
Yes,
There you go.
please.
There you go.
Oh,
he is pretty.
You see a
I want his outfit.
you see a
Right?
tan-skinned elf. Definitely has like a very illustrious appearance to him, but he's kind of smoking this this large, elegant golden pipe, and you just see this like blue haze just like go across the table as he's smoking it.
I want to grab it.
You want to
Like
grab
the
the
haze.
smoke?
The haze, yeah.
Yeah,
That was fun.
you grab the haze, and the haze actually wraps around your wrist like a bracelet
Oh,
and stays there. And then
oh,
he just breathes in the haze back into his mouth.
that was pretty.
So this is interesting. Dragonborn and a gnome.
Hi.
Tourist, huh?
Not
You guys are
exactly.
dead giveaways.
No, I'm just the dead giveaway, okay? Not for it.
Yeah, giveaway.
You guys got money?
Yes, we do.
How much?
Well,
Well,
do you even know
shouldn't
what
we
we're
tell
here
you what we
for?
want?
It's important to know how much money my clients have. Oh, how rude of me. I should probably introduce myself, huh?
Hmm.
How are you?
Name's Geldir Pheloth, proprietor of the Spell Counter, master enchanter, and blacksmith. I'll put his name in chat.
Yes, please.
My name is Torn,
Hmm,
adventurer.
I can see that. Then,
Oh!
he kind of walks up to you. He examines your halberd, looks at the rune. Rune of Fey origin. Real. Comes down to you, Nim.
I'm them. This is Pity. I made her. My chat's telling me to run.
Looks at your key.
I'm a tinkerer.
I can see that. You'll get along very well with the Chrome Concord. Maybe you won't. I don't.
Oh, okay. I made a guild?
Anyways, what do you want?
I want to see what you can do with this. And he pulls out the Malekith shard. Or Malachite shard.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
He looks down at it. He has this very stern look on his face, and he takes like a deep puff into his pipe. Where the hell did you get this thing?
Let's just say it came from space.
Mind if I take a look at it?
Do so.
He'll pick up the shard, and you see him pull out this large eye.
The jeweler's
magnifier.
loop.
Yeah, like literally just zoop, looks at it. Great. One of these things again.
Again?
Yes. Essence of the Far Realm. Seen plenty of it pretty recently, honestly. Where the hell did you get this?
Well, let's just say I had to deal with something very large and very malevolent.
Yeah, that's what you get when you deal with something from the Far Realm.
Hmm.
Actually, surprised you're alive with dealing with anything from there.
Not for lack of him trying.
Well, what do you want me to do with this, then? This is applicable, but it'll take time.
I understand. Question is, what would actually be easier or more fruitful? Could you turn this into a weapon all by itself? Or would it be easier to actually tune it to an existing weapon?
Well, fortunately, with how small the material is, I can't exactly turn this into a weapon. But the right amount of time and compensation, it could be something applied to another weapon.
Okay.
What do you have in mind?
Let's see if we can add it to this. And he's going to put his halberd down. You must remove the other room. So be it.
No. In fact, it would probably be suited that we keep the rune there. And whatever noxious energy is coming from the shard could be beneficial to you. You might have an idea, but it depends on how much coin you got.
How much do you need?
I'm glad you asked. Okay, I need you go to the handouts, and I'll talk more about this in a minute.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh, handouts?
Yeah, so
Sheet
go
one?
to the little newspaper icon, and you will see a handout that says the spell counter.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
gonna talk to you about commissions for magic items. So, on here currently. Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Oh, it says something went wrong on mine.
It also says
Yeah, that's all
that
I see
I
there,
need to
too,
check
is
my
something went wrong.
permissions.
For the spell counter sheet.
God damn it! All right, I'm just gonna put it in Discord then.
No!
Dad.
I got up on mine, but hang on, let me put it into the chat. It's a document. It's a PDF actually.
Document.
Here you go. So let me know if you can open that. If not, I'll explain. I'll explain it.
PDF. What? Where? Oh, there it is.
So
Open.
as you can tell, there's obviously some shopping items on there. However, if you look at the customized tier enchantment commissions, you can see how much it would cost.
Oh,
And,
jeez.
As you can see, it is not cheap. However,
Not terrible.
I do have some good news. The Malachite shard is going to do additional weapon damage for you. So it's going to be an additional 1d8 poison damage when you strike with it, with the chance of forcing the poison effect. Now, here's the issue. It's going to be considered at base value tier 2 for the commission. So it's going to be between 600 gold to 1200 gold pieces. Depending on what you want to do with it, I leave that up to your imagination. If not, I can come up with something for you. But if you're wanting to put a little bit more oomph into it, that's going to go up to tier 3, which is 1300 gold to 2500 gold. So,
Okay.
depending how much you want to commission on this, I leave that up to you. If not, I can come up with something for you.
Okay. Well.
And of course, there's other achievements available on there, as you can see. There's also magic items available. But we can discuss more on that later. Shopping episode, folks.
Well, I mean, I would like to, 1+2 attack and damage.
I have a side question.
What you got?
You have elemental dampening on there as one of the enchantments.
Yup.
If I have that, does that mean I can't use my reaction of the elemental absorb one?
Yeah. So essentially, you get one reaction per turn anyway. So you wouldn't be able to do it, correct. This is just specifically
absorb elements.
Yeah, it's a reduced version of absorb elements, but basically a non-spellcaster can have this essentially. But
okay,
yeah, that's what that is. It's basically a replacement for armor resistances, specifically for elements. I try to make it a little better, essentially. But
gotcha. Okay.
Yep, but that's on there. Now you can't haggle these prices if you wish, but
Yeah, he's coming across as somebody that's like, no, this is my prices. That's the case. Like, can I do more than one enchantment?
you can. It depends on what you have. So you can only have one enchantment at a time, but you can put it on other parts. Like, so for example, if you want to enchant that Malachite shard onto your halberd, you can do that, but you can't put another enchantment on top of it.
Oh, okay.
One enchantment per weapon and per armor.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't double dip, sadly.
Fair.
It's a balancing thing. So.
Okay. So, if this is the case, what he would like to do is he's really looking at that spell storing right there. Yeah, definitely wants to use the Malachite shard, but he wants to see if he can also store a spell with it.
I'm glad you asked. So, here's an additional part of the Malachite shard. Do you remember what I told you that the Malachite shard, you can also cast Raise Sickness at 2nd level?
Mm-hmm.
You can put that on your halberd.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ray of Sickness is a really good one.
Yeah, it's at 2nd level too, so
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, so that's definitely what he wants to do.
Yeah, so what you can do is, and we'll probably talk offline about it, but essentially your halberd can do additional poison damage, and can cast that Ray of Sickness spell once per long rest. But as an added bonus, if you want to spend a little bit more money, you can also do a poison condition as well, but it's going to be based off. You can do it a number amount of times based off your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so I can actually cause a poison condition.
Yeah, you can, but you can only use it a limited amount of time. So essentially, this is the part where you can theory craft what you want to do with it, but I'm just giving you base ideas. So you can do additional poison damage with your weapon and cast Raise Sickness at 2nd level once per long rest, or you can do other things with it. But I leave that up to your imagination. Depends on how much money you want to put into it. If you want to go tier 3, you just got to put a little bit more money into it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
This will take time, mind you, so depending what you want on it, you're not going to have your halberd unless you find a replacement, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's still gonna try to put that into it. Like, honestly, man, that poison condition and extra poison damage and Ray of Sickness.
Yeah, if you want to do the additional poison condition, that's going to be a tier 3 commission, so you're going to have to put a little bit more money into it, but it depends on how much you offer to him.
Okay.
More or less. He will give you a price starting out, but that's up to you how you want to go about it.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna ask him about that then, and see if he can do all that. I mean, the offer is gonna be... so Torrent's gonna say, well, if you can do that, then I'll give you 1,400 gold.
Probably gonna need a little bit more than that, lad. Let's see. I'm gonna put additional properties on it. Kind of like looks at his materials. Could probably do it for 1,800.
15?
$1,700.
1,650.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright, let's see how it goes. Persuasion. There we go. 17.
I could make it 1,900.
Fair enough. 17.
1,700. All right. That's the deal then. Work it over.
And meticulously counts out 1,700 gold.
Alright.
Okay, after looking at that list, once Callista goes in there, she's gonna be broke too.
Yeah. I got some goodies for y'all. Alright, so your halberd is gonna be left with the smith. It's gonna take 5 days to make. So you're not gonna have that halberd for 5 days.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Fair enough.
Okay. Nim. Well, while Torin is counting his money, was there anything you wanted to shop for there?
Yes, I need help, not in the enchantment department, but in the smithing department. Do I still talk to you, or is there like a nicer friend, or...
Do you actually say nicer friend?
Yes.
He puffs a purple smoke of haze into your face when you say that.
As lovely and beautiful as that is, that doesn't help answer my question. By the way, I'm Nim. Did I tell you? I can't remember I told you that, but yeah.
I heard.
Okay.
I can forge something for you, but what do you want?
So, as you notice, I'm wearing steel plate, and it's kind of clunky and kind of loud. By any chance, can you make a breastplate that's my size?
He's gonna come over, and you just see him just magically apparate a tape measure from his hand.
Yes.
May I?
Mr. Ollivander?
You may, right?
He respectively will take measurements across your body, and he's like, oh, it is smaller stature. Fortunately, I still have to charge full price, but I can do it. It'll take about probably 2 days for me.
Okay.
Can do it for about 400 gold.
400, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And then while I'm also here, I'm looking for like your standard basic ring, hopefully with the pretty orange color.
He just like slides you this this steel ring across the table. 5 gold.
You know that works too. Not that I'm complaining that it doesn't have the orange stone I was hoping, but that's okay. That's okay. Do you also happen to have extra scrap metal that you are looking to get rid of, and I'll just go ahead and take it to wherever you need for you?
Lady, does it look like I would have scrap metal?
You might.
He points to the crystals, everything else at the shop. Chrome Concord.
You might?
Chrome Concord.
Oh. Okay.
They basically dumpster dive. What do you expect?
Hey! There is nothing wrong with that. That's how I got a lot of my stuff. Thank you very much.
Just puffs more haze in your direction.
You know, you're not very nice. You could be nicer to people. You have more business. But here's a 405 gold, sir. I just throw it on the table.
Scoops it. Alright.
I thought he was rather nice.
Alright, what else you want?
It's all like me for now if you're not gonna help me.
Well, you got the money. Alright.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to.
As for you, should have this done within 5 days.
Good.
Alright. Is there anything else you need?
Nothing that I can use.
I'm really okay. I need the rest of the
Go on, Nim.
to like listen to me talk this out for 2 seconds. Okay, so the whole reason why I got the breastplate is it's the same armor class. It's just not the disadvantage on stealth. But then he has the boost of Elven Kind, which one might not even fit me. They might be too big. And 2, they have the advantage on stealth. Do I really need that, or do I just need to be quieter? You know?
Their magical boosts will fit you.
So, yeah, magic items automatically resize to fifth person.
Oh yeah, I think you're getting them.
I mean, he would have purposely been able to do that anyway. So
Okay.
Well, the thing is, the rest of us aren't terribly stealthy either.
That's true. Maybe Torin needs the boots or
this party
or,
sucks when it comes to
Enthrall.
reconnaissance.
Right?
True.
So you being quieter with the breastplate, I think, helps in general.
It can.
Okay.
Because now you don't have the disadvantage.
So what?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to get the boots now?
I don't know, and Thrall might need the boots too.
I mean, I don't have a dex bonus to it, so maybe if I actually want to stealth, that or I just switch forms.
Just be glad this is not a Metal Gear Solid campaign.
Oh, Tarn would have already
You know
failed.
what? You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna buy the boots. I'm gonna buy the boots as well.
Oh,
Even though he's rude.
Oh, you want the booties?
Stealing the boots.
How much are those? It doesn't have a price for it.
It does. They do have prices.
Where?
They're down
I
here.
did
At
put
the
a
bottom
price.
of the squares.
Yeah, it's
You just have to scroll.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a whole other page for me. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I was about to say it's cut off, so I apologize about that.
That's good.
550 gold is how much it is.
Talk him down.
No, he's rude. I just don't want to deal with him. I just like, here you go, and leave.
Yeah, this guy's
I'll come
got some
back in
fast.
2 days.
All right. Well, if you're not spending your money here, get out.
Gladly. I walk on out.
Ooh, touchy.
He's not friendly. Them doesn't like that.
Fair.
Tourist.
Local.
Do you guys leave the shop?
I do.
I mean, Torrent's gonna like drag his feet on the way out just cause, but he's gonna leave.
All right. So Warrior, what I will do is I will send you the details of what that new item is going to be.
Nice.
I just gotta write out the magic item for it. I'll have that ready for you next session.
Oh, do I get the boots now, or do I get them in 2 days with the?
Oh, you get them
breastplate?
now. He's got them in stock,
Okay.
so you have it. You have it in your inventory.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you guys are leaving?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna
because I
head over to the
because-
memorial.
Yeah, I figured you guys were going there. So this is going to be interesting because I was not anticipating you guys going to the memorial this early, which is good. Because, oh boy, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy this.
No,
Let me find.
this is not going to be as peaceful as Quist. I thought it would be. Okay.
Oh, it's not going to be peaceful.
Ah!
I'm kidding. It's peaceful. It is. I just gotta find good.
Well, it's full of pieces, anyways.
Cut my
Oh!
Tiny!
I'm kidding. Alright. Let's do. This would actually be okay.
Oops.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Second. Let me get the
This
map
makes
up
my brain
nice.
tingle.
Alright.
Ooh.
Alright. So. Memorial of the Lost. We get to there. Alright. So, Memorial of the Lost. To give you guys a little bit of background on what this place is. This is as you can see, it is a memorial and also a graveyard in Aquareth. Specifically, though, this memorial is for all the people that had lost their lives during the 100 Days of Dark. So this graveyard is pretty revered in Aquareth. A lot of people pay their respects here. But additionally, though, there is a annual memorial that's held every year where the Iridash Coronet and the Queen, Braylee Iridash, gather around and remember all the lives that were lost during the 100 Days of Dark, and also other conflicts that had happened in the past. So this place is, despite it being relatively somber. It's honestly a very enchanting place to be at, just because you get to see a lot of history with not only Aquareth but Useth itself, and you honestly would see a lot of different races come here because a lot of people were affected by the calamity that Shar had inflicted on the continent. But as of right now, it's relatively empty as you guys come in. And you do see some passerbys and people paying their respects, leaving flowers. You do see, though, one particular gentleman at one of the grave sites, and it seems to be not necessarily kneeling, but it looks like he is making some small arrangements, and you will see this fella over here. And I'll blow up his arm so you can see it. Zoop.
You just
see a rather well-dressed elf, kind of in blue garbs and different types of jewelry and symbols on his body. But it seems like he is tending to this grave over here, and I don't have tokens for obviously everybody, but you see there's a couple people too paying their respects. But yeah, you're at the memorial now. So what do you guys wish to do?
Are they on? They're on grass, right? The tombstones and stuff.
Yeah, they're on grass, and the gates are over here. Now the even though this is all you see in the memorial, this whole place is pretty big, but the memorial is pretty large, which is a little overwhelming for you all because seeing this many grave sites in this place is, well, you can see the lives that were impacted by the calamity. But yeah, what do you guys wish to do?
Guess I'll move up here and start examining the statue.
Yeah, I'll look at it too.
You see the statue is that of a woman. Very tall. Has a very ephemeral, almost royal quality to her appearance. Make history checks for me. Okay.
Calista fell asleep in history.
Too busy killing people.
Yep.
Enthrall. You would know this because you are a resident, or you would have been in Useth long enough to know. Looking at the appearance and the way the statue is depicted, this statue is a representation of the prior queen to Aquareth. Her name was Lorlana Iridash, and she is the mother to Brayley Iridash. You do see this elven gentleman turn and look to you all as you're standing there.
I'm amazed they're able to bring out the life in this of her. I can feel her royal presence just pushing on us.
Admiring your sights, are you?
Well, yes, actually. My people don't usually keep graves. We don't live long enough to. We actually live short lives. We live quickly.
Yes. I'm aware. Even those that are gifted with long lives sometimes are cut short.
It's nice to.
Sorry, go ahead, Calista.
I was just gonna say it's nice to see the dead be given respect. It's not what I grew up knowing, so it's nice to see this.
This place has been tended for, well, years. And It's unfortunate for those that do rest here. Did not see our survival and, well, at least Husef's fruition. Have you lost somebody you loved here as well? I haven't seen you before.
I'm not from around here.
Yeah, it's very rare to see a tiefling out this far in Aquareth. More or less a Tordal as well.
Yeah, no, I don't know that I know anybody here. Or know of anybody here, honestly.
So travelers.
Adventurers.
Hmm. Oh, I remember those days. I truly do miss them. I'm sure you have a lot of tales to talk about. You see him actually float over the fence. And then step foot where you're at.
Back up.
You look fairly spry, I mean...
So,
Don't
just
look
mind you, he didn't jump over it, he magically levitated.
I figured, but it was still... It was still something.
I was just saying, he doesn't look like he's... If you want to go out, you still look like you've got vitality.
Hmm. I appreciate the compliment, but my days are numbers usually these days, and well, my oversight of this place is more important than me desiring to hit the road again, but...
Or are you the keeper of the grounds?
You could say that.
A very
Oh.
beautiful place,
Yes.
even though what it represents.
The Jewel of Useth. Aquareth has been many years in the making, all thanks to the Iridash coronet. Though it's not to say it's had its struggles. I'm not just here to pay your wishes to the dead. I came here for a reason, it seems like.
I heard that there was a memorial to the lost, and I guess a lost soul feels more connected when it's around those who have been lost to tragedy.
I suppose that's true. Come with me. He'll walk you guys to this direction.
Okay.
Okay.
This doesn't seem ominous.
Lord Lana had many ambitions for Aquareth. She only wished for our people to prosper and, well, persevere in whatever dangers we dealt with. Though her ambitions were high and her guidance valuable. Her end was, well, not well suited for our history. Yet, we still honor her to this day, because she did found this kingdom. So, if you truly do have pity for the dead and their souls, it's easy to reflect upon it. But I feel like you're not just here to pity those that have been lost. Why are you here?
Well, personally, I honestly was taking in the sights. I was following Melissa because I needed to talk to her about some things.
Oh, I see.
So,
forget my rudeness.
following with my companion. No,
No,
if you have something to say, I'm really willing to listen to your observation because you
No.
look very observant, I'll say.
I will say for you all, looking at his dressing and the symbols he's carrying, he has a very similar regalia to Alfrey. Very similar.
Do you work with Alfrey by chance?
Very astute of you. How do you know our Archon?
Doing some work with him. That's why we're in town.
Some Arc, huh? Well, if you're employed by him, must be very valuable to our kingdom. I never would have expected a tiefling and a portal to be the one to aid him. Very different company he carries.
Oh, does he not usually like other races?
Not necessarily. I mean, Aquareth is home to the elves, and of course, the other denizens of Usath. I just find it interesting that he give younger upstarts a chance to thrive, especially in the business he deals with. But that is not my place to say. He's very valued in our circle, and I'm sure whatever he has you doing has much impact for this place. You will see, though, you'll see an individual start walking to the west here. And you will see this individual. Cloaked and garbed, almost hidden, but you will see the facial features of her. And this is who you see. I will blow up the arc too.
Fuck.
Oh, is that the queen?
Very pretty.
I swear
Honestly,
that's the queen.
I hope we don't have a lot of impact in this area in particular, because that means more would be dead here. Never want to add more.
Telling more stories of your Arlen. You'll see this individual go and kneel to her. Of course not. Sharing my respects. That's all. I see. Come. We have much preparation left before the rest of the memorial comes. You'll see this individual turn and look to you all.
Question. Do I recognize her from the statue?
Well,
The resemblance of the statue.
make a perception check. Though she has similar facial features to the person on the statue, she
Yeah.
definitely has some bearing to the way she looks. Though she is cloaked and garbed,
Yeah.
and it's hard to see like any symbols, you do see a symbol he shares in likelihood to his and Alfrey's, that of the Iridesh coronet.
We'll just, I'll Enthrall will just bow and say, "Madam." Because she hasn't introduced herself, but I can see she's high royalty, then I'll just bow and...
Yeah. You'll see this individual turn and look to you, Callista.
Hello. I do not bow at all.
Greetings. Come, Arlen. Still got more preparations to do. Of course, madam. And you'll see this individual stand up. I'll be taking my leave now. And please, feel free to leave any offerings you wish here. And you'll see these individuals start to walk off.
think she's part of the royalty court, or maybe a relative.
Yeah, I didn't like her the moment she walked in. Oh.
It never hurts to be polite. Can always kill him later.
I know I'm not there, but what?
Thank God you didn't say that in their presence.
I was going to disagree with you until you added that last line, and I think I just fell in love with you.
Oh. Thanks.
What would the kids look like?
Oh, my God.
Oh, stop!
I had to.
Oh my God. Okay. So Torin and you said you were going to the Memorial of the Lost?
I did, at
Yes,
least. I don't know. Oh, okay, yes, I guess we're both
I
going.
Yeah, I'll bring you on the map here. One second.
Oh wait, is the refreshing vials on the way there?
Let me double check. It technically would be.
If we go this way.
Okay, then I'm not going right away. I'm gonna make the stop first.
Okay, so you're gonna
And then
go
I'll do it.
refreshing vial. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
But,
gonna-
you still want to go to the memorial?
Yeah. Kind of figured I'd
Right.
let Nim go do what she's gonna do over there.
Okay, I'll bring you on the map here. 1 second.
I'm gonna turn to Enthrall and just be like, you told him that you wanted to talk to me about something. What was that?
Oh, right. So, you know that book I handed you when we were in the Sanctum? Did you finish reading that?
No. I read it, what I read to you, and then have not picked it back up. But I do intend to finish reading it.
Okay, I was figuring we could, once we finish reading it, we might use we might use those as a bargaining chip to get into the observatory. Could also be a way, because I think they seem to be very rare books. So just to allow us to research what we need to research, they might allow us access to their library if we bring them rare enough books.
I'm sorry, I couldn't even. I was like, what is that spot on the map? And it's
What's
Torin.
I was about to say it's Torin.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you're on the map now, Torin.
I was like, oh well, yeah, that's definitely an idea.
It's like, that's your comrade, bud. What the heck?
Yeah, I'll pull the book up tonight and give it another glance over, and then we can definitely talk about doing that. That's a good idea.
All right, sweet.
Did you just go through the gate? You didn't. The gate's up here.
I figured he went through the gate. I'm not gonna give him shit about that.
I will.
I mean, you would have.
He just walks by and doesn't say anything.
You would have saw him walk by and go through here.
Sorry, Torin's got a thing about names.
I know. Well,
You just
Callisto's gonna
scroll
go
through-
looking at tombstones too.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you want to do, Torin?
Not really. He's just kind of like taking in the sights. Like, he's always had this thing about being remembered. So, it's kind of like this weird tick.
The thing you find very unique about these grave sites is you see these markings on the grave sites, and some of it is indicating potentially rank or even profession. The thing that's almost a bit sad seeing these grave sites is some of these graves that are next to each other, you'll see people that either would have been warriors or even well-studied students in the arcane, but you also see people that were just simple seamstress or even, journeymen. They just, they had a craft that they worked on, or even just people that had very simplistic lives. I mean, it's a bit jarring because you can definitely see the impact that the 100 Days of Dark had on this continent. And seeing how just even the ordinary were affected by it. Calista, is there anything in particular you want to do?
Callista's more like she's feeling very like innerly, like she won't express this outwardly, but innerly like emotional of like all these lives lost. That makes her think of like all the lives she herself has taken and how they don't get the respect that they deserve because of the things they've either done to the bodies or how they've disregarded the bodies and things like that. So she's just kind of going to the grave sites one by one and just like really taking in their names and who they are.
Mhm.
And just yeah.
I would say go ahead and make a investigation check while you're doing that.
Investigation, why am I scared?
As you're looking at the grave sites, you're almost half expecting most of these these markings or gravestones to be mostly of that of elves. Because Aquareth is the capital for where the elves live. But as you're examining, not necessarily this area, but like other parts of the grave sites, you notice there's actually surprisingly a lot of variety of races of these grave sites, and surprisingly, you get to one of that was a typhon. And looking at how the grave marker is erected, you see that this tiefling had a very simple profession. He was a leather worker. He worked with leather. And it's almost just strange to see your kind do something so simple, considering the history the tieflings have and what's happening in Aljamir. The tieflings shouldn't be shunned. They should not be seen as these creations of Asmodeus. They can live a simple or a good life. A life that you're trying to strive for.
Okay. Are there like I'm seeing like on here, are there like little rocks or pebbles?
Yeah, there's like a fair amount of them. I mean, it's mostly grass, but yeah, there's pebbles and.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up as many pebbles as I can and go to that tiefling's stone and just kind of like, not so it's like obvious, but just small, like spell out her name in a Ferris, and just kind of as a way to like her past to rest with these people here. And once she does that, she's gonna stand up and make her way back out here.
Good deal. And Thrall.
I wanted to look at the offerings that are already set on the table. What kind of offerings are already set there?
Yeah. You definitely recognize a lot of the flowers. You see the torch blooms, like similar flowers you saw at the garden at the Halfling village.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of these flowers are beautiful. I would say though, make a nature check.
All right.
On these flowers. As you're examining the flowers and trying to figure out what the flowers indicate, what they symbolize, or what they personify, the flowers that are left on this gravesite, which you see the placard, and it's to Lord Lana Iridash. The flowers, though, it almost indicates pity or remorse for, which is interesting because you would think a queen that started a kingdom would be left offerings of that of, remembrance and reverence. But it seems like this is more pity and grief than anything else. Almost indicating that more of a tragedy than remembrance.
Well, you said about leaving offering, so I'm going to go ahead and leave uh, 3 pieces of silver and 1 piece of gold. So like a crown with 1 on top. So just kind of set them down.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead and mark
Formation.
that off. Yep. Go ahead and mark that off your currency. Okay. Were you guys doing anything, or was there something happening over here?
You came up to me.
I
I know.
One last thing I did want to do was go check out the grave that I saw him at, just to see if there's any names that pop out for me. Just
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
someone who actually has connections here.
Yes. You will get to the gravestone, and you will see a name, and you see the last name on the gravestone, and the last name is Tigeria.
Agiria.
Yes, the very same name as the Tigeria Circle.
And it's just a single name of Tigeria, not a.
It's just Tigeria.
Interesting.
Okay. So,
All right.
Well, I don't have anything more I'm doing here that I know of. Maybe I'm doing.
Yep. So I know Nim wanted to go shopping for some alchemy. Where do you guys want to go next?
Were you done here? Were you gonna? You came up to me, so were you gonna say something?
I don't know. We spent a lot of time over here. It is just, like, we can move on to Nerdy over there.
You know, I'm eating my equivalent of popcorn watching you guys. So
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
A heckin' love RP sessions. All right.
Well-
Yeah. So do you guys want to go to Refreshing Vials, meet up with them?
Sure. But on the way, Torin is
Okay.
gonna have
Yeah.
a chat with Callisto.
Is this the whole area of the? I'm assuming this current section we're in is the whole area,
It's like
or it's more of the
it's
same.
It's more of the same, yeah. Without like trying to make the map like a whole thing. This is like the main area of the whole entrance. It's pretty big.
Cool.
This whole place is big.
Just want to make sure we're not leaving like an extra 3 directions that we're not even
No,
for.
no. It's intentional. This is just more for presentation than it is like exploration. essentially.
Figured, but I was like, I'll go and ask.
Yeah, there's more. There's more to it. All right, good deal. Let's go ahead. I know you two were going to do a conversation, but let's get to Nim because I think she wants to do some shopping.
I don't mind waiting.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say you guys are walking and talking on the way there. So, yeah, feel free to start whatever conversation you're doing.
So, Torin's gonna come up to Callisto and he says, I have a bone to pick with you.
Here we go.
Look, I'm trying to hold it back. Because I am trying to listen to what you've been telling me. However, we did have a plan before I walked into the sanctum. And you ignored it. Why?
Because as much as I know you guys wanting me to be the lookout to make sure no one else goes evil because I know what to look out for type thing. Yes, I've seen a lot of evil and I've seen destruction that it causes and what it does to a person and how it can drive them crazy. And I refuse to allow to see that happen to any of you. I've already seen it in myself. I already knew how to handle it in myself, for the most part.
You know, I keep hearing I, me, my. I get the feeling you've been alone for a long time, even when you were around other people. Look, the one thing that I learned traveling is that the people around you are there to make sure you can do things that you couldn't do by yourself. You don't need to prove anything to the rest of us. You already have. You don't need to take the entire burden. As much as you are afraid of seeing us go down that road, the fact that you have been down there is the reason why I want you to stay as clear-headed as possible. So that way you can help us do the things that we can never do by ourselves. So next time, don't think about I, me, what I can do. Think about what all of us can do. That'll help keep all of us alive.
I wasn't thinking I, me, myself. I was thinking them. You, Nim, and Thrall. I don't make sacrifices. I wasn't taught to be self-sacrificing. So what I did back there was the closest I've ever come to laying my life down for people. Other than one other time, but we're not going to talk about that. It wasn't a pride. I didn't want to say, look at me, look what I can handle. I wanted to say, look at what you don't need to handle. I'm not putting that burden on someone else when it's already on me and has been since I was a baby.
What I'm trying to tell you is you're not putting a burden on people who are already here helping you. So how about let us carry some of that burden that you've been carrying around?
I'm pretty strong.
Just poured in the back. I don't know how to do that, so I don't make promises. But I will think about it.
Okay. Just don't get pissed at me when I do it for you. Like the lock of my head.
Don't be pissed at me when I spear you with your own trident.
I'm not that flexible.
Anyways. Wow!
You got it!
Alright.
I'll give it.
Good. You got him. Alright.
Dirty.
Alright, let's go and let's get Nim ready for refreshing eyes here. Oh my god. I gotta RP this guy now.
Oh, bring out all your favorites.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Now I'm excited. You could have told me that, and I would have been like, nope, me first.
Oh boy. Alright, hang on. I gotta break it.
Now all the focus is on you.
Some music for this part. Oh god.
Oh, uh-oh.
Gotta do this
Ooh.
guy.
Custom
Alright.
track.
I love.
Not necessarily a custom track. It's been used before, but
I gotta say, I love your maps. All these rooms and all these
Yeah.
places, they're so freaking
I
pretty.
appreciate it, guys. I'm trying to put a little bit more time into like the details of the map when I have time, but it's just like it's hard to do. We have a full-time job and life. And
No, you do amazing.
But
Don't stress, because there's still, like, chef kiss, okay?
oh, I know. No, I love doing it. I'll still do it. This is how I have a little bit more substance to the campaign. So, anyway, let me mentally prepare for this.
Also, I need Penny.
What?
I
Penny.
need Penny.
Oh yeah, you do need Penny. Hold on.
You need to somehow
I'm
You know
about
what?
to
No,
I'm about
no.
to just fuse you guys together.
I was gonna say I'm gonna make another drawing with Penny on my shoulder so we can use that
that'd
when
be
I'm
cool.
with Penny.
No, that would be cool. That would be cool.
I'll do
All
that.
right.
And then like have separate Penny when it's battle. Would that work?
Yeah. I was about to say that
Okay.
would work better. Okay.
Okay.
So, refreshing vials. Yeah, so you ask around town where it's at and people point you in the right direction, but, some of the people were giving you strange looks when you were asking for directions. Like, not necessarily like in a bad sense, but just like, oh, you're going that place, huh?
I was gonna say, are they giving me the bad look or are they giving Penny the bad look? Because I can understand if a lot of people are like confused.
It's definitely pity. It's like, oh, she's going there, huh? But not like in a very negative sense. It's like, oh boy, here we go.
That makes me more excited. Let's go.
But yeah, you made it to refreshing vials. And I mean, you are in a sense also an alchemist by trade too, as well.
Yep.
As you get to the establishment, you can definitely like smell like the acrid sense of liquids and different toxins, and just like that sickly sweet smell when you work on your alchemy tools.
Yeah.
But definitely more potent here as you approach it.
Penny, I wonder if they have gunpowder for our bombs.
Oh.
No!
You see how the guards just
Yes!
look at Penny.
Don't mind her. She's fine. She's fine. We're gonna do this, right? Okay, bye.
Okay, do you go inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, but yes.
Alright, walk in there.
Okay.
Get in there, champ. Alright. As you walk in, you see over here in the counter well, first off, let me show what he looks like first. See this guy. Pull up his art. You see a half-elf in alchemy garb, with goggles, and it seems like he is tampering with some sort of substance, and you'll just see him go, "Oh no, this is not it! No!" And you just see like all these vials and potion bottles just clang onto the ground. No, wait, that's not it. Wait. No. Now if we take this substance and we go here, and then we just go over here, and then no, it's too volatile. We need something. I don't know what I need.
Can I take a look at it?
Oh no.
What? Not here at the store, are you?
No. I'm also new alchemy, and I'm a tinkerer, and I can see right there you're probably missing some toadwort.
You just see him just like, you see these like bottles just like clanging onto his side, and just like he just looks like he hasn't slept in ages. Wait. You're an alchemist too.
Yeah. You should probably have the toadwort like soon before it blows. Okay.
What? He just runs behind the counter and just hides. Wait, it didn't blow up. You lied to me.
You know, it happens once in a while.
I don't like liars.
Think of it more of a jest. I've been learning what those are. Do you know what they are? They're interesting.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh God. Sorry. Just a little engrossed in my work here. Name's Nico. Nico Harris. I'm the proprietor of this shop. Oh God. Ooh, I need a minute. Oh. Anyways, you hear the shop? What?
Yes, sir. I'm so pleased to meet you, Nico. I'm Nim, and this is my bird Penny. And don't worry, she won't hurt anything or touch anything or knock anything over. I taught her very well not to do that.
Oh.
Callista would be very upset if she did that.
Anyway, as long as
I'm here to look
as
around.
long as it's not toppling what's on the shelves, we're good. anyways, he just picks up like a random bottle that's filled with strange liquids and he just drinks it. Oh,
Okay.
that hit the spot. Okay. Anyways, is there anything?
It's on drugs.
Anything in particular you need here?
Yeah, actually. So I was wondering if you had any empty vials I could buy from you, or what alchemy supplies you might have. As you know, I also dabble in alchemy, and I do some really cool things. But also, do you need help with your one potion?
No, it's fine. I got it covered. It's oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I lied. I do need help.
What can I do to help you?
Hang on, I'm trying to just come to the table for a minute. Oh. Okay. So I'm trying to work on this. Oh, what do you call it? There's this elixir that I'm trying to make for your Iridash Coronet. You know, for the purposes of emergencies and to be able to have a patent for things that they can pay me good money for, because that's how I get the money here. You know what I'm talking about. You need that money to survive. And
I completely understand.
yeah.
Completely understand.
But what they're wanting is impossible.
How impossible?
They want an elixir that supposedly would be able to make them resist any sort of force, damage, element, you name it. That seems well impossible. But I had this idea. What's a material that's hard, slightly brittle, but causes enough force to where it makes it resilient?
Well, there's obsidian. I don't know if there's any local mountains and volcanoes here, but there is obsidian.
Obsidian? Sedimentary rock? You kidding?
Well, it does
thing
fit all the
breaks a
requirements of this
warhammer.
place. Well, yes, but if you put it in a large enough sheet, it's actually pretty strong.
I was thinking a lead compound.
Okay, we can work with that.
It's soft, supple.
Uh-huh.
I just can't find the right mixture for it.
Okay.
Wait.
Um,
I have an idea. You start to see him pick up just these strange, more liquids of different, just tinted colors. He needs to literally just mix some random shit together.
He is Nim in male form.
Right?
Let's see. What's out that? Oh, here. I think I got it. I got an idea. You want a sample?
Yeah!
He slides it over to you.
What do I call this? Oh, drink it out. Yes.
I call it
I'm gonna drink it.
the leaden elixir. You drink it?
Yes, sir, I do.
Even though it's a small dosage of it, at first, it's hard to stomach, because it's almost like drinking pure liquid lead. But as you drink it, though, you feel like your body stiffens a bit, but it becomes like more hardier, like as hard as steel. Like you even try to prick your skin, but it's like literally solid.
Nim's not allowed to go places alone anymore.
I think I did it.
Hey, now.
I think we did it. Wait.
Well, we got the hardened part, but
Wait.
let's do the element part.
Wait, we gotta test it out. He pulls out a dagger.
I'm ready.
Oh.
I hover down and like a football player,
What
ready
part
to
of your butt? What part? What? Okay, so
What?
he's gonna make an attack roll.
What?
Let's go.
Ready!
So bad.
I'm ready for this
Okay,
giant, guys. This giant.
I'm assuming 17 hits.
We're putting a leash on her.
Okay.
No! No, I
Oh.
like this.
Alright. Okay. So, as he stabs into you with his dagger, it like barely purchases, and it just like doesn't even make a dent into your skin. Like you feel the pain, but don't at the same time.
Ooh, I like that.
You're resistant to the damage.
It worked! It worked!
Genius! I knew it! They're gonna pay big bucks for this. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Well, wait. We gotta try it against elements.
Oh, this won't work on elements.
But I thought you said you was gonna try to make one for elements.
That's impossible. You're asking for the impossible here. No, against like blade, steel, and all that it works, but elements. I got a separate concoction for that.
Can I try to use the magic from the key since it has so many different elements to make it resistant?
Are you asking that to him or me?
To you, like DM wise.
Are you talking about like? I'm a little confused about that question. Sorry.
Okay, so because the key can cast different elements and it can absorb elements, can I try to like, I guess, infuse a little bit of its magic into the potion?
No, not in this regard.
Dang, okay.
Because the key's magic is still an enigma to you.
Gotcha. Okay.
And considering this is alchemy we're dealing with, it wouldn't work.
Dang.
Also, I posted the goods in the Discord. What he has.
Oh, nice.
So. Anyways, you know what? I like you. I had my reservations, but you know what? Tell you what. Since you helped me out with this little experiment, how about I give you a discount on your first purchase? Hmm?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I just like helping others with alchemy because I think it's fascinating, but I greatly appreciate it. And the next time you need help, let me know. My name's Nem. I'll be here for a week, and you can definitely find me at the, like, I just go like word vomit.
Well, while that's happening, everybody arrives at refreshing vials.
No way.
Why couldn't we have arrived walking into him stabbing her?
I mean, the time. I mean, considering the time frame, it would have made sense, but you guys were out there for a while.
Can you imagine if we walked in and she's standing there and he stabbed her?
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah, if you went over a little sooner, maybe. But you guys were out there for a bit, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys make it into refreshing vials.
Hi, Nim.
Go, guess what? You can hit me.
What? What?
Wait, what do I hear?
Toy, hit me.
Why do I hear voices?
Okay.
You realize this is a wall, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Is it over here?
It's over here.
Yes,
There's a
it's
door
on there.
right here.
Okay.
Door's here. Yeah, door's here.
I'm like, I can't see, like...
It's like, why are you talking to the walls?
Is that why he heard what?
Yeah.
Or it's like, okay, and walks over.
Oh, hello.
Hit me.
Welcome to refreshing vials.
How hard?
What? As hard as you want.
Hard as I want?
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
No.
I wouldn't actually.
Okay.
You know, actually, don't hit her. Just, it's okay.
Why are we hitting? What have you done to her?
Do it.
It's.
Alright, it's like, I'm probably gonna regret this later. Here we go.
Stock over here. We got some good
Do
stuff.
it.
In a minute, and he's just gonna straight up wind up and just bop her in the forehead.
Okay, make an
Yes.
attack roll.
Why? She asked the right person to hit her.
You don't have to take the damage, by the way. No. All
Oh, I
right.
figured.
Just for the sake of RP. Go ahead and make an attack. Make it. Just do a halberd attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, I can't get over that. Why do I hear voices?
You
I don't hit you.
her.
Well, I hit you, but it's like,
Just because you like me or thing, hit me.
You keep that up, I might kick you.
Oh no! Don't worry about it. And he's gonna try to punch her across the room.
Here.
Oh, then
Please.
What if I damage you asking you what you did?
One.
No, go sit. It's fine.
Oh my gosh! Good thing we're not in an actual fight.
Oh my god, dude. Oh,
What did you do?
Toro.
Hey,
Okay,
what did you do to her? She seems really agile now.
Oh, it's
I don't like this.
it's a lot. It's a lot. To
Okay,
explain.
against my better
Would you like a potion of healing?
Oh, sure, I'd love one. Thanks.
against
50 gold.
Oh,
against my better judgment,
I should probably buy one then.
I want to
Yeah, I'll
out
buy
hit
one.
Torin.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No.
I said against
He
my
wasn't
better
explaining.
judgment, I want to see if I can out hit Torin.
Okay, make it.
Hit me. Hit me.
Do I do it with like my staff or?
Do your staff, why not?
Oh god!
Yes, that hits.
You
Let's
literally,
go.
you literally bonk her right in the head, but no,
Wow.
it's just like it feels like you're hitting steel on her forehead.
See?
What
Isn't that awesome?
did you
I don't have no
do?
glass.
Well, I'm not gonna do it again. Don't worry. Can I try to pick her up to see if she's heavy?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna pick her up. Is she heavy?
Make a
Oh
strength
no.
check.
Although it should be lighter because I changed my armor.
Well, then still make a strength check.
Strength. Those are saving. Oh, it's just strength.
click the stat.
It's just straight.
Just literally click the strength.
Yeah. I remembered.
You've carried Nim quite a few times.
Mhm.
You've picked her up. She's not budging for some reason. She put on some weight. And you're pretty sure she hasn't gained weight this quickly.
What did you take? And did you know what it?
Awesomeness.
Did you know what it was before you took it?
Yes, I was smarter this time than last time, so you can't yell at me about that again, okay?
Oh, you watch. But you're not hurt, so I'll let it go this
No,
time.
I'm not hurt. And it's something that might actually help us in the future.
Oh, I've already walked away.
No.
I'm shaking my head. I'm like, I can't talk to her right now.
It's okay, Torin is like, can I have some of that?
The effect wears off then.
Oh, no.
Right when Torin goes to kick her again.
Alright,
The potion of healing from him, I gave him the 50 gold.
oh, okay, so you took it? Okay, so mark
Yeah.
out 50 gold and potion of healing. He does have 2 potions of greater healing in stock too. But I did put the shop sheet in Discord chat.
This one.
Yeah.
I see the greater and basic both is 150 though.
Yeah, that was a typo. So it's
Oh, okay.
150. It's 150 for the greater.
Let's say that's a ripoff. No.
Yep, but yeah, all the potions are listed on there. So if you got questions on it, feel free to ask.
Oh my gosh. I had to make notes of what I want so I could have a shopping list or thing.
It's like the one good thing and also bad thing about shopping episodes is just like there's so much I have to spend my gold on.
Right? Like, I just got money.
Like, I know the things I want to buy in the other shop, so I'm like looking at this shop like, do I need any of this stuff? 'Cause I'm about to be poor. Is that what she drank, the leaden elixir?
Yep. Yep. That's a homebrew special for me.
I like it.
Actually, it's an inspiration from Dark Souls too, because there's or not Dark Souls, sorry, Elden Ring, because there's a potion you can drink where you turn in blood.
Yeah. The leaden aromatic,
Yep, that'd be it.
which is weird because it's perfume.
Yeah, I know. It's like drinking perfume. I know.
Check it out.
Ooh, I'd like that revive serum, but not for that price.
Yeah,
Right.
there is a revivify potion, but it is expensive.
Right? I'm like, look at that. I'm like, I can do that on my own.
You need a diamond, though.
That is true.
You do need a diamond.
That's what Callista's doing. She's looking at things like, oh, I like that. Oh, not for that price. Like when you see something at the store, you're like, that's so cute. And you turn it over and look at the tag and you're like, but not that cute.
Yeah, not that cute. Yeah,
So,
basically.
I am
Unfortunately, if it's very rare, then it's going to be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But it's there nonetheless if you want to sink into it.
So I'm gonna spend 250 gold, and I'm gonna get 1 greater healing and 2 potions of healing.
You got it, champ. Go ahead and put those in your inventory. Mark off your gold.
What if since he's a crackpot, I try to slip a potion into my pocket?
No!
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
I like Nico.
Listen, stop. I'm gonna stop. Alright, none of the party members say anything. Shut up right now for a minute. If you want to steal, by all means, feel free to. I'm not gonna say there isn't any consequences though, because this guy's fucking paranoid.
Do you think?
But if you want to, you can. You're gonna have to roll for it. 100%.
But I like Nico!
Okay, I won't let her see it either if I do.
Well,
Rude.
it depends on if they got a passive perception for it, which there's only one person. Well, there's actually 2 people with pretty good passive perceptions.
Yeah, I'm setting on what, like a 15.
Yeah.
I'm setting on 10.
Yeah, I think Torn's like 13 or 14.
I'm 10.
Oh, never mind. I'm sitting on 16.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's up
Okay.
to you. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Mine's
You
14.
do what you want.
I'm thinking about it, okay?
Either way, if anybody else wants to do some more shopping, let me know.
Okay, I would like to talk to Nico.
Oh yeah. What's up?
So, Nico, how much would it be for the empty vials?
Oh, that.
For like 3 of them.
Oh, 3 of them. That's just silver.
Okay. And do you have any like spare ingredients that I might be able to replenish my pack?
Maybe. What ingredients are you eating?
I don't know. I don't normally like have a list of ingredients. That's the only thing.
Well, so what do you want to eat? What's your intentions?
So when I go to use alchemy supplies, I could actually use them.
Oh, I mean, you have a fair amount of supplies that comes with it because of your tools for the right job anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So.
so I should be good there.
Yeah.
So I would like 3 of the empty vials and the leaden elixir, please.
You just see him just with deftness just pulls out 3 vials. Here you go.
Wait, what would be the discount for the elixir?
It would be for the elixir or the potion. Pretty much any potion or elixir you buy first. It's
Okay.
It'll be, hang on, 25%, basically 25% off. That's what it is. I'll
Okay,
figure out
so
what-
instead
I'll
of
figure- I'll
980.
figure out what the math is, depending on what you buy.
So that's it. I just want the 3 vials and that elixir.
What elixir you want to buy?
The leaden one.
Ooh, okay, so the leaden one. Hang on, I gotta pull it up here for the price again. Where is it? It was, let's see, 980, so 25% off.
Should be 245 off.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 245.
735.
Yeah, 245. Yeah, 245. So that will come out to 735 gold, and then the 1 silver. So, yeah.
Okay. Then I would like to do that, please.
Okay, you got it. And the description of the potions in that sheet. So
Yeah.
it's 1 use. So.
Can you explain this oil of slipperiness to me?
Oh, I sure can. So, so the oil slipperiness is essentially it's a free freedom of movement, and freedom of movement is you're under effects of freedom of movement. So the spell is, and I'll put it in chat. You can see it. Pretty good. It's pretty good in the right circumstances. Yep, that's what that spell does.
Okay.
Yep. And that's applied. That's not drunk, by the way.
Yeah.
You literally have to like slather your body in it.
What happens if they drink it?
Ew.
You don't.
Well, something comes out quicker.
You wanna buy it?
No.
No. Okay.
I want to see how much money I have after my other encounter.
Your other income. What?
I want to go talk to the elf.
The ale.
Look,
Oh,
I saw a
you-
flying broom. I need to be a witch tiefling, okay?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody else want to buy anything from the store?
I'm broke.
I'm broke.
Well, next time, don't be broke.
Don't be broke, dude. Anybody buy anything else from the shop here? Going once, going twice?
No, I'll probably have to come back after I find out how much gold I spend other places.
Okay. Let's go ahead. We're getting close to time here. So we're getting, it's like around evening, so your first day is going to be pretty much done
Yeah.
pretty soon. So, do you still want to go to the spell counter, Calista?
I mean, we don't have to do that today if we don't have much time.
We can do it. We can do it real quick.
Okay.
It'd be about 10. It'll just be 10, 15 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, let's bring it back over there. Let me go grab that.
Who's going? Is anyone going with me?
Oh yeah, no, I still need to talk to the fella.
The fella.
I will not, because he was rude.
Yeah.
I will remember that he was rude.
Oh, this is gonna be good. All right, let me go ahead and switch over. All right. All right, you made it.
Interesting.
Welcome to Spell Counter. How may I help? Oh. Interesting.
Oh. Funny, that's what I said too.
You got money?
No, I walk into shops just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I got money.
Really? You don't look like you do.
Fair. I usually don't, honestly.
You just see him just take a big drag out from the pipe. It just blows this purple smoke in your direction.
No, that's where the stench came
that's
from.
really cool. Is that magical? Like, walk directly into the smoke. Like, waving around.
What do you want?
I'm not quite sure. I'm actually... Oh, so first off, Valgus actually sent us over here. What kind of sent us over here? I asked who was a reputable blacksmith and forge just selling goods in general.
Vilgus. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he sent us your way. He...
That man owes me so much debt. It's not even funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he lost. Yes, he lost 2,000 gold to me in poker.
Oh.
And he hasn't
You
paid
can see
back.
that happening.
Yes, I know. Anyways, you buy anything or what?
Yeah, what do you have for sale? Maybe? I think? I don't know.
Do I really have to spell it out to you?
Yeah, I need to know what the magical items do.
Might be easier if you
otherwise
talk
not
it
much
out.
is for me.
All right, look at the sheet. Tiny.
Right.
I'm not gonna RP that out.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, so there's the magic items. There's the sample enchantments, and obviously you can commission anything you want on there. So yeah, that's what's on there.
I want to make it known that I'm going around and literally touching everything, picking it up, looking at, putting it down.
No.
No?
You stay right there for a minute. You
No,
won't
boy.
notice it until he starts explaining it, and then he sees you going over to touch things. He's like, "Hey,
Hmm.
get your filthy red hands off that merchandise."
Funny, I don't remember rats having 5 fingers.